Hello everyone, and happy Halloween to those that are just watching this video on today of all days, Hallows Eve. This is CB Smallwood, and you're watching Mental Junk Food, the place where we talk about all things comics, sci-fi, horror, fantasy, pop culture, and everything in between. And today we're going to be talking about the House of the Dead. House of the Dead. Remember, you've not heard that in a while, maybe. Well, we'll get into that in just a second. I always like to cite my sources, and thank you to bloodydisgusting.com. And if you want to cut the middleman out, head on over there. And this article is written by John Squires. Let's go ahead and get into the headline. The House of the Dead, Paul W.S. Anderson directing video game horror movie. That's kind of a mouthful. Just look at that. Ain't that gorgeous? I mean, I'm not saying slap some sugar on these zombies, but I'm just saying, you know, as a horror fan, this is it's pretty sweet to look at, you know, visually. Over 20 years after the, oh gosh, they're giving me some hard words to pronounce here, Uwe Boll turned the video game The House of the Dead into a horror movie, Deadline reports that Paul W.S. Anderson of Event Horizon, great movie, if you've not seen it, you need to watch it, Alien vs. Predator, Resident Evil film franchise, and Monster Hunter, is making a House of the Dead movie of his own. Paul W.S. Anderson will write and direct the new adaptation of Sega's zombie game, which debuted back in 1997, which seems like centuries ago now. And it spawned a franchise as well as a remake in 2022. That original game, along with Resident Evil, is credited for kickstarting the zombie resurgence of the time. Really? I don't know. I'm not sure about that. Deadline recaps, in the arcade game, players take on the role of a AMS agents and a government agency tasked with thwarting the conspiracies of organizations that threaten the world. The title comes from the bureau that they work for because their life expectancies are brief. Quote, I've loved the video game since the 90s, Anderson tells Deadline. Back then, I was a big player of video games in the arcades, which is how I happened upon Mortal Kombat. And pretty much at the same time, I was also playing a lot of House of the Dead. It's a title I've always loved. The IP has grown in strength, and now it's really cross-generational. I was one of the original players, but now I have teenage kids who also play. And that is the real attraction for me, that you've got a cross-generation piece of IP. He continues, we're going to base the movie on House of Dead 3, and if you know the mythology, that is all about the family conflict amidst the action and the scares. It's about a woman, Lisa Rogan, who's attempting to rescue her father, and it's also about Daniel Curran, who's the son of the man who's caused this mutant outbreak in the first place, who has to deal with the sins of the father. My approach will be to reflect with what this hyper immersive kinetic video game is, and which is why Zack Snyder took these creatures and made them fast moving. This is a full-on terror ride. It's different than what we did with Resident Evil, where there were lots of traps and puzzles and things to figure out. Anderson adds, Deadline's exclusive report for Halloween notes that the team is looking to begin production on House of Dead sometime in mid to late 2025, and they've shared some early concept art from above, which is this right here. Oh, nice. This is actual concept art. I like that. And below, which is this right here. That ain't too bad. Doesn't really tickle my fancy, but then again, you know, once you see it in a storyline or in film, it may change things. All right, it's got a link here to click see more and learn more by checking out Deadline's full report. And like I said, you can always cut out the middleman, which is me, and head on over to this website and find out more. So this is pretty cool. Writer John Squires delivers again with another awesome horror headline. This is pretty cool. I'm excited for it. More. give me the zombies. I need some more zombies in my life. You know, we've got that trilogy of the 28 trilogy, the 28 years later trilogy. It's coming out starting in, I think, in June. So it's going to be pretty cool. And people are going to say, that's not zombies, because they're not undead. I know, but but they're similar. It's kind of a similar vibe and stuff like that. I wish there was a word that we could use that wasn't zombie, that we can lump in zombies and 28 years later, but whatever. And now we've got House of the Dead. House of the Dead is in the works. I think this is really cool. I'm excited. What do you guys think? Are you just looking forward to House of the Dead? Let me know in the comment section down below. And I do read each and every single one of these, unless they kind of get lost. You know how it is when you're on your phone and things are going all squirrely. Well, anyway, let me know what you think. And as always, this is CB Smallwood saying that I will see you in the